They said, girl, you did all of that. You deserve to go where you going. Let us not get in your way. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Blue Eye Samurai. We're now on to episode 6, which is called All Evil Dreams and Angry Words. So the last episode was excellent, in my opinion, my favorite one of the season thus far. We had the parallel storytelling of a fictitious bride and Ronin, and also getting some backstory on our main character Mizu. We got some insight into why she is the way she is, as far as being very guarded, being very resistant to connection and to love and to empathy. And we just basically got some more understanding of why she's on this mission of revenge and what's fueling her. We also got a few updates. She managed to take down the Thousand Claws, was it? The Thousand Claw Gang, and their leader has been taken out. I mean, that was done by the madams of the area. But she did manage to survive, take them down, and of course protect those people. But unfortunately, in the end, she allowed Akemi to be taken by her father's people because basically she's gone back into her shell. She no longer really wants to connect with people. This move upset Ringo, and Ringo tried to shame her, but she basically said, look, you know, this is the way I am. If you don't like it, you can go. So Ringo gave back her little bell that she gave him, and it looks like she's now back to being on her own. So I don't think this is going to be a good thing for her, because Ringo in particular has come in clutch multiple times for her. And I think she's going to really feel his absence now. I mean, obviously before she had no idea, but I do think in this episode, we'll see her starting to realize just how much she needs him, not just for the things he did, but just even having his presence and his company, I think is something she's going to realize was far more helpful to her than she thought. And we'll see whether or not she's bothered about what happened to Akemi. I think there's a little part of her there that is, but probably not. So yeah, very eager to get into this next episode. I'm going to jump in. Just before I do, though, a reminder that I do a lot of reactions here on this channel to other shows, other animated shows, animes, all kinds of good stuff. And if you'd like to follow me either on this journey or support me on the other ones as well, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you love this video, please show it some love with some thumbs up and comments. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's slice into this new episode right now. Of course, Metallica for the white guy living in the castle. Oh, she's here. Did she secure a boat yet?
A malign conjunction of stars, all evil dreams and angry words.
Master?
Oh, episode 10.
Is honorable.
Conscience coming in. I had a feeling it was going to kick in. She still hasn't taken apart her sword. Interesting.
899.
Damn. She was right. To the step. People's steps vary. Maybe shut it behind you. Okay. I was about to say, maybe not let people know right away that you're there. Just a skull casually sitting there like decor. Okay. More bodies. More and more bodies. I feel like these are the girls that get sent there. So that's what's been feeding the rats. I was thinking just a second ago, what are they even eating down here? Maybe knock. Oh, she's a luck picker. We love someone who's multi-talented. Damn, it's been a minute. That's a lot of mechanisms. Look, above you. Water? What a smart mechanism. So is that a failsafe if you tried to open the lock without a key? Nice. Lung capacity on 100. Damn, these guards are half asleep and have no peripheral vision. I was like, I hope she's using stealth this time, because making a lot of noise likely won't go her way. Well, we tried. You just had to bleed right into the cracks in the floor? Damn, this was not gonna go her way at all. I don't know if she was planning on being stealthy, but I guess that's done. You weren't fast enough. Do I want to know what that was?
I was raised on this.
Oh, that explains why you're so hateful.
a good sourness.
He pushed the bowl away. He's like, never again.
No one makes a better blade than your people.
Your people?
No one invents better ways to kill people than mine.
Ain't that the truth?
Will be the right hand of our appointed man. That was tasteless of me.
Our man.
The hand joke, I just got it. Sorry to bother you, but we're being attacked. Perv. That is a hell of a telescope. You know it can't be this easy, right? Please, Mizu, tell me no, it can't be this easy. We're only in episode 6, so I don't think things are gonna go her way. Not cameras. Not ancient security cameras. Oh my god. How low can you go? Do you really want to know? Nice. This is like an agility course. Woo! Girl, you cannot afford to get stabbed one more time. And in your foot, of all places. You haven't even gotten to him yet. This is the issue. See, if you had allies. I was going to say take it out, but that might actually be worse because it's going to bleed more. No, it's going to bleed more. Do you have something to tie that off with? See, I would be all for her continuing if she actually had like a berserker mode for like when she gets hurt, she gets stronger, but she doesn't. She tends to pass out. Oh, not our Kill Bill scene, not the snowing courtyard. I don't like this. How's your agility? Now you gotta jump on that busted foot. I was wondering what would happen if there was a double length. Now you have no sword. God! How do you get your sword back? Of course, now that you are without a weapon. What you gonna do? Did you take at least one sword? Okay, nope. Ow, 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 ow. You remember as a kid, there's that game where you try to pull people off the monkey bars? This is what this is. Look at them, they're all so scared. There's probably nothing in there. Their faces. Okay, so that maybe is a last resort option. That scream. She didn't even touch you. Okay, she stole a sword, finally. Girl, her breakdancing has saved her so much. This camera work. Can someone give these guys a raise and awards? Because amazing. You're still standing there? Just jump in the pit yourself. Wow, they got it for her? Respect. They said, girl, you did all of that. You deserve to go where you going. Let us not get in your way. Exactly. It's like, whew, all of that. And she hasn't even gotten close to the guy she wants to kill. I don't trust any of the people in here. I've watched too many martial arts movies. They could all be martial arts masters. Don't let your guard down. He's like, anyways, just cooking.
My flowers?
It won't be enough.
Glad you recognize. It's really creative the way they created this 17th century camera system. Like a giant telescope that just runs throughout this castle. Yep, here's our Kill Bill moment. Creepy garden in the middle of this place that looks peaceful, but it's actually just death. Okay, he said flowers. I see flowers. What does it mean? Are they poison? Are they real? Are they snakes? I don't trust monkeys. They're actually quite mean when they dislike. Oh, a trained monkey. Don't take it! Don't trust the monkey. Don't fall for the eyes. Don't touch it. Don't take it. Too late. Hallucinogen, right? Damn, now you high? I mean, I guess the only advantage maybe is that you won't feel the pain in your foot anymore. Is that like pure opium? Oh no. Do all the monkeys gotta die? So that's what it was. Okay, maybe that was enough to sober her up. How many more levels of hell do we have? God, I'm exhausted. Nope, she's still high as a kite. Damn. She is still so high. She is still so high. Not the strobing effect. Maybe Mizu's epileptic. Very, very cool way to shoot this. I love the creativity in these shots. As I said before, give the animation crew a raise immediately. I wonder if those were just innocent people. Taigen, that is real. He's still alive?
Mizu.
My scarf.
Truth. It's like, give it back. How is his hair not grown back? It's been forever.
I have a man to kill.
I mean, at this point, Taigen, I get where you're coming from, but she'd never get you out of... I hate you. I felt that. But no, truthfully, she needs to finish it at this point because they're just going to come after you or you'll die before you even get back home anyway. What, do you need like a beat to beat someone's ass to? What's going on?
No one gets to kill you. But
Yeah, lay down, take a nap. Thank you. Oh, there's a Japanese language version of this song? Look at me learning things. Sweetie, you cannot go brute force with this man. You cannot. You need to fight smart, not hard, because he outweighs you by like 16 times. Yeah, he's like, please put me back. I was safe there. You're going to have to like go for them tree trunk cuts. Oh. Bite his nose. Come on, headbutt. Bite him. Something, girl. Don't just sit there. Good girl. Keep biting. Good girl. Fight smart. This is the kind of guy you're going to take out with death by 1,000 cuts. Yeah, he's got a lot of adrenaline, honey. He's not going to go down fast. Of course, it's a ring of fire. This animation is crazy. He's got balls too, honey. Don't forget. Uh-oh. How many of those did she bring? And the bell tolling. Nice. She's been in close range of an explosion twice now. She is going to be heavily concussed. Yeah, see? Blasted her right into a memory.
has been a battle.
The symbolism of the broken mom being put back with her eggs. Oh my god! Get Taigen! Oh my god, I can't believe I'm actually talking about rescuing Taigen. You know, hate's just the flip side of love, though, right? Can we give it up for how freaking strong this woman is? Girls getting it done? People who literally push whole babies out of our bodies? That's the kind of strength we got. You think Taigen can do this? Also, let's give a round of applause for Mizu's teeth. Holding metal between them like that ain't easy.
I said this samurai could not be stopped, but you wouldn't listen.
Calm down.
No one would dare attack them with us here.
Yes.
I think you overestimate your importance, sir. Not that scream. Whoo! I don't think you can dodge a bullet. No, her precious sword. Well, how much can you get done with half a sword?
I mean, wouldn't tell us a thing about you. You came all this way for me.
I mean, not specifically, but yeah.
Thought I accounted for all my bastards over the years. They lined the tunnel you came in. All those half-breeds.
Thank God. Bye, Taigen. You're kind of a dick, but, you know, I do respect that you were a lot tougher than you looked. Mizu, if there's a demon in you, then now's the time to reach deep and find it.
Be a samurai, like you.
Come on.
I'll teach you.
So she just escaped. Good idea. God, that would have hurt. I'm pretty sure she shattered a few ribs on that one. That was the right move. This is not a mission she can take on alone. Now she knows this. And more importantly... Oh God, come on! Come on! Let her at least get out the damn ice. But yeah, she really had no idea what her opponent was about. And that hubris, as I said many episodes ago, was going to eventually catch up. Oh, did he follow her? Did he actually mean what he said when he said in a print? That's it? You didn't just end there. That is disrespectful. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Well, that was episode 6. And wow, she got to her objective, at least the one that was first set for her back in episode 2, I guess is when she finally got the name. Whew. What a journey. What a journey for her to get to this place. All the things she's gone through, all the sacrifices. And I really love that throughout the episode, we see all of the recollection she's had to the things that have driven her to this moment. And I really like the moment they gave us with her doing the prayer before she gets in. We know that she's been periodically praying throughout the series up until now. Every time she's about to embark on something that's unknown and that could potentially be dangerous, she's been praying, asking for the strength to do what she needs to do. And obviously her prayer has changed significantly since the one we saw in episode 1 compared to now. And the difference being too that she was very much in solitude in the beginning, but now her conscience is starting to affect her. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, I think she was hoping that she could just go back to the way she was before, but Ringo has affected her. Akemi affected her. Taigen now even has affected her. Even these memories she even had about her late husband, like so many things are now coming back. The wounds that have gotten her to this place, but that still are obviously not healed. And of course, all of what she's doing, so much of this is really boiled down to repressed trauma that she has not dealt with. And she's chosen violence and anger as a way to channel all that negative energy, but it's not going anywhere because she's not dealing with it. And it got her far. It's fueled her. Revenge is an excellent fuel. Anger is an excellent fuel. The problem with it is that it burns everything, right? It burns everything. The fire that is revenge and anger consumes all, like a real fire. A real fire doesn't pick and choose what it burns. It destroys everything. So it got her this far. It's gotten her through a lot of battles. And even in this absolute hellscape of Home Alone Castle Doom that she had to go through, it got her through most of that, even injured. But there's only so much. She is human. Despite the label of being a demon, she's very much still a human. And she has gone, at this point, days without proper rest. She hasn't properly healed from the injury she's had from her previous fights. She's only able to do so much. And she finally got to her objective, but there was so much that wore her down by the time she got there. Besides the fact that I don't think she was really thinking about the fact that unlike the rest of her opponents who were using knives, she's up against a gun. The last time she went up against a gun was with that guy from episode 1, but he wasn't really prepared to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she saw that, was it even loaded? I can't remember. But anyway, she hasn't realized the difference now that she's dealing with a man who is very well versed in guns. And he clearly can fight as well. We saw that he's not completely without skill there. But honestly, do I think the fight would have gone differently if our girl was rested and more focused? Absolutely. But she was injured, tired, high, and weakened from just being, fighting God knows how many enemies before. Not to mention she also had 2 explosions at close range. So she was not at her best. I will give her that. But again, I don't think she was really thinking about the fact that this is a different ball game. She brought a knife to a gunfight, quite literally. And her sword that, we know is one of the most precious things to her, made of a rare precious metal, it's broken now. Which again, I think is very symbolic because our girl is broken. She's been broken from the beginning. And maybe now, just like that sword she made for the guy who she ended up taking out of the 4 fangs, her sword now represents more of what's actually going on with her. And I think she's even more broken now because, as I mentioned, all those memories that have come up throughout the episode of her friends, of the new people she's met, the betrayals that she herself has had to do in order to get to this place, they are affecting her. It's more weight on the weight that she already carries around in her heart already. So yeah, it's a lot. And it just wasn't the right time for her to take this fight, to make this fight. And what's more is that unlike a lot of the other Japanese people who've come across her, Fowler's not afraid of her. He has no reason to be, right? He's got the arrogance that many a colonizer at that time had, right? He just feels like these people are beneath him in all ways, shapes, or forms. He thinks they're primitive. Even that placating fake speech he gave about how, guns will never be as nice as your swords, but basically saying guns are better, right? And obviously in the art of killing, you're going to do a lot more with that than you will with a knife. But yeah, it's just one of those things where Fowler doesn't have that fear. So he's fighting much differently than someone who has respect for their opponent. And clearly he doesn't respect Mizu yet. But I think one of the good things that came out of this is that Mizu, I think part of her was wondering if this man was her father. I don't think she knows which one of these white men were her father. And now, thank God, this man who, like, as she saw in that tunnel that's littered with bodies of, as he said, his children, and also, I'm assuming also the prostitutes that never came back. It's good to know that a man of that level of depravity is not her father. Again, we don't know that the other three that exist are any better at the sounds of things. Probably not. But I'd like to hope that for Mizu's sake, she has at least one parent that wasn't, I mean, again, I don't want to say too much about her mom. I mean, her mom wasn't the greatest, but the worst crime that we know of that her mom really committed was abandoning her and being an addict. But yeah, I do hope for Mizu's sake, for what's left, for all that she's been through, I really hope that her dad is at least not as bad as this. I mean, I don't think he's a saint from the sounds of things by any stretch, but if he's at least not terrible, I think that would be good for her. But anyway, we see that after she went through her whole horror story of a castle, she found Taigen. And I think especially hearing what Fowler said about how Taigen went through all of that torture, like, you look at him, he is in such a bad way. God knows how bad it got. We now know he lost his fingernails. We know he's been cut. We know he's been hit with a hammer, probably starved. Like, the fact that he's still alive is honestly a miracle, to be honest. And again, as I said, it's saying a lot about the fortitude of him. Like, you know, I've slandered him. And a lot of it still stands, but I will give him the credit where it's due in that he clearly has a little more, the honor means something to him. He actually means what he says when he talks about honor. So knowing that, I think it means a lot to Mizu, because that is someone who's known her since before she knew who she was. And as I said many episodes ago, I do think that they mirror each other in certain ways. And I do foresee a love connection there. I do. I wasn't sure if we would get one because of Akemi, but now that we know that Akemi is with the Shogun and most likely already married to the Shogun's son, again, I know she doesn't want to be there and she still loves Taigen, but they're very much leaning into the idea that Taigen and Mizu have a connection that goes deeper. We'll see what happens. I feel like it's a when Taigen discovers that she's a woman, how that'll affect him, if he'll still feel the same. In fact, he might. It's going to go one way or another. Either he's going to respect her more, which I think would be a great mirroring after what happened with her husband, or he'll be like other stereotypical men and just feel like all that she's done is suddenly gone. But anyway, yeah, crazy episode. Amazing animation is again. The fight scenes were insane. I love the way they did the rotating shots, especially in the fight scenes. That was so well done. And like, it was really, really well done. And I really like that Mizu recognized after, you know, most likely after getting shot, but after seeing that Taigen was there and that she realized there was no way she could even hope to finish this fight and save Taigen, she made a selfless choice. Or yeah, not selfless, but a less selfish choice. She decided to save Taigen, which compared to what happened in the last episode when she swore she was going to go back down the path of only caring about herself, her choosing to save Taigen in that moment when she could have tried to continue going for her revenge and getting them both killed, that was huge. It shows that she has in fact shifted, in that her experiences with Ringo and Akemi and even Taigen by extension are changing her again. So hopefully after this, the lesson she's taken from it is that she cannot do this alone. She needs help. And that's something she doesn't really like to admit, because asking for help, relying on people requires vulnerability, but she can't do this alone. She needs at least one other person to even think or pray that she gets through this. So yes, once again, another amazing episode, and I can't believe it ended at that last moment. I really do hope it is Ringo who showed up in the end and did choose to follow her. But if not, we'll see who's there and whether or not they're friend or foe in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love to this video, and I will see you in the next one.